What is going on today, everyone, and welcome back to Fix It Garage and the Toyota Tundra build. In the previous videos, we took a bone stock 2013 Toyota Tundra and we frame swapped it and supercharged it, and then found out our used frame was bent. It was bent on the passenger side, it was caved in, and then it made it to where the cab, no matter how hard we tried, was never going to fit. Today, we are going to make up for this mistake that I have made. We're finally gonna get all of our suspension on a frame that isn't bent. So once we found that bent frame, the project got shelved for about 3.5 months, I would say. It sat there with the frame assembled and the engine just kind of sitting in it, the cab on jack stands, and the bed stored off someplace else, while we waited for a new frame. Now, some things happened during that time. The cab and bed were wrapped in a flat orange, so you will see in the background of the work sometimes, you'll see a flat orange cab and bed potentially. That is why. They were wrapped while it was torn apart. The owner of the car didn't really want to have to wait once we got it running to have it finished, so we had it wrapped. My advice, don't do that. If you want to wrap something, wait till the project's all done, because when you wrap something flat orange, it shows all the dirt, but you guys will see more of that later. Today, we got to focus on swapping everything from one frame to the other frame. So we need to take all of the parts that we put on our used bent frame and now put them on our new, brand new from Toyota, straight frame, brand new. Which, by the way, they're not super expensive. You need to buy a whole frame. Surprisingly, it wasn't much more than a used frame to get a brand new one. Looking back, would have been way smarter to just get a brand new frame from the beginning, wait the 3 months, and then start the project. But it is what it is. We will move forward from what has happened, and let's go ahead and let's get back into the video, and you guys can catch us starting to swap parts from our old frame to the new one.
All right, so first thing we wanted to do was get the rear end back out from the rear of the truck, but I totally forgot that because of the way this exhaust was built, you can't actually pull the rear end without pulling the exhaust out at the same time. Go figure. That is one problem when you have an exhaust that is one piece all the way from the header all the way to the muffler tips. Whoever built this exhaust built it all as one piece, and that was a huge mistake, because now you can see we couldn't get the rear end off.
All right, I'm here to interrupt our epic Tundra build real quick to remind you guys that I am streaming video games on Twitch. Link down below. Come in and hang out. We can talk cars on the live stream, or you guys can just watch me hang out with some friends and have some fun with some shenanigans, playing some oddball games. Also, every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am streaming on YouTube. We're gonna be playing some racing games and just hanging out and chatting for a couple hours. So be sure to come by every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific time. Come hang out. Let's make a little bit of an event every Friday. Now, let's get right back into the epic Tundra build.
Okay, so finally we got our rear end and exhaust out. We had to get really creative on with the exhaust in order to get the rear end out because of just the way they designed the mufflers and the whole exhaust system. It was kind of silly how they developed it, but either way, we got it off and now we can move on to the front of the truck and work on getting all of the front suspension transferred once we got our gas tank out. So far, everything was going pretty smooth, coming apart exactly how we would expect. Just like that, we have everything off of the old frame. We just had to transfer over the bump stops, and that was the last thing that we had to transfer. And now it was time to start installing everything on our new Toyota frame. Surprisingly, it came apart a lot easier than when it went together on the bent frame. And now all we have to do is put everything on our brand spanking new Toyota frame, starting with that front differential. And just like that, the frame is fully reassembled and back into a rolling chassis, and it is ready for the engine. Now, because we had the lift, we were able to install the exhaust and then the rear end instead of trying to do them in tandem. So with that all done, it is now time to throw the engine back in this frame. And with the help of our certified forklift driver, we were able to reinstall our engine in the frame, and now I can go ahead and install our supercharger.
All right, I think that is an excellent stopping point for today. We've got our engine back on the frame. We got all of our suspension transferred, and everything is now sitting on that pristine, brand new frame from Toyota. In the next video, we are going to be putting the cab on and hopefully getting this thing up and running. That is right. Hopefully we're gonna get our first start in the next video as well. But man, we made a ton of progress today. We took everything from the other frame and got it onto our new frame. That is no easy task. Getting all that stuff transferred over and reassembling our engine was a lot of work. Now, we've already done it once, so it was a little bit easier the second time, but it's still, you're talking about a lot of work transferring everything from one frame to the other. But as you know, we got it done. So now we get to start putting our cab on and getting the engine running. And that's exactly what I'm hoping to show you guys in the next video. But that is gonna do it for today. I wanna thank all of you guys for watching. As always, if you like what you saw, don't forget to smash that like button, leave some comments down below, and subscribe so you guys don't miss the epic conclusion of our Tundra build. This thing sounds really good. But that is gonna do it for today, everybody. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.